All right, we're here at Sea Otter 2024 and we got Dave with us to show us their new product. TRP, if you don't know, was made famous by the DHR Evo brakes, but now they have more products to complement these brakes. So Dave, what you got for us at Sea Otter?
Yeah, so as everybody knows, those brakes have proven themselves, and we've developed a drivetrain to go along with that. This is the Evo12 12-speed drivetrain. We've got the crank, the bottom bracket, the chain ring, the chain, the cassette, the derailleur, and the shifter, so the full package from TRP. We also offer a Evo7 drivetrain with a 7-speed cassette, 11-speed chain compatible with that 7-speed cassette, as well as a 7-speed derailleur and shifter for the downhill usage.
So Dave, I've been using this for the past couple weeks. Aside from looking like the best drivetrain out there, what makes it special?
So in collaboration with KMC, we've developed the chain, and then we've been able to develop the cassette to perfectly match the interface of that chain. Then we've also included some features from our original drivetrain, the TR12, which is the haul lock. And then we've introduced a really nice cage release function that lets you release the cage completely, and that for wheel changes. And then we licensed some technology from MRP for the wave technology. We've been able to adapt that ourselves as well with their permission to perfectly mesh with that KMC chain. And then the cranks again are developed by us. We offer the carbon version and the aluminum version. And then again, bottom bracket. So everything's a full package.
Right. And using it as a user, a couple things I noticed was the haul lock it locks the parallelogram. So when I try to look for the chunky stuff here in Santa Cruz, not a whole lot of it, but it really seems to hold its position.
Yep.
Some debris, some rocks, some sticks hit it. It doesn't throw it into the spokes or anything like that. And what I really like is the shifter. The shifter is nice and big, so that gives you leverage, slight action, and you can do single shift or multi-shift, right?
That's right. We have a little select shift selector here, and that allows you to click that lever over, and you've got a 1 index shifter, and then you can click that over back, and you can get a stroke of 5 shifts in one brake.
Right. Now, if you're an e-biker, stop doing the 5 shifts.
Just do the 1. That's what it's designed for. It's mainly the e-bike usage, so you can really count those clicks.
Right. All right, we have another product, I think launched yesterday?
This rotor launched on Tuesday. This is our SE05 rotor. So the 05 is kind of a style number. The previous iteration, which is still available, is the 01. This guy, being the 05, is a race rotor. It's definitely designed for those guys who need to stop as fast as possible, as quickly as possible. So we've laser cut a series of holes in this rotor. That's going to decrease the amount of little spaces in between them, which is going to evenly and uniformly heat up at a very quick rate, and then also radiate that heat very quickly as well.
Right.
So it gets up to operating temperature super quickly, and then also cools off super quickly.
Right. And what I've learned about rotors so far is, one, heat is not necessarily bad, huh? He used the term called operating temperature.
Yeah, just like race cars, motorcycles, things like that, you actually need some heat to create that general friction. Now, it can overheat, but we want it to get to that operating temperature and stay there.
Stay there.
Cold rotors are no good. We all know that. Super hot rotors are no good. So we need it to get to that perfect operating temperature and stay there. So that's what those holes are designed for.
I see. And then you guys, unique to most folks, are using 2.3, right? What's the advantage of 2.3?
Well, just like we're talking about surface area, not only can you increase it with rotor size and the different amount of holes, but you can also increase the surface area by increasing the thickness of the rotor.
Right.
That's that third dimension. It also helps maintain a nice durable rotor, so you can kind of ding it around. If you take your wheel off, it's in the car, something like that. It's definitely a stout rotor, too.
Right. And I know a lot of me and my e-biker friends, we got our Levos, and we upgrade to 220s right away. Yep. And little do you know that when you get a 220, a dinner plate rotor, it's close to the ground, especially on your mullet.
Yeah.
And if it's a thin rotor, it just gets warped so quickly.
Yeah, the durability of things, that's my favorite part of the 2.3 thickness.
Right, so the 2.3 stays straight a long time.
You can bang it up.
Right.
Yeah.
And finally, probably let's close with the brakes. Not new, but if you don't know about
Absolutely. Yeah, not new, as he said. The DHR Evos are definitely a proven brake. We've got the full CNC lever with the 9mm piston, the 5mm hose, the new caliper with the 360-degree oil routing, the new fluid that these were released with, 4-piston caliper as well, normal kind of lever reach adjustment, and race proven.
Right. And so during the pandemic, I got introduced to them. My friends at Fezzari, every bike they sent me would have DHR Evos. They said, you got to try these. And what I noticed about them is, aside from the durability, light action, and I did measure this, with a little scale. And then when you get there, it's a firm contact feel, but with modulation, you know,
Yeah.
with a little travel, right?
Yeah, I think with the piston size that we chose, it kind of offers the best of both worlds with it having a lot of modulation, but overall a ton of power. And the thrower, the resistance, as you said, is a super, super light action. Our fluid's pretty viscous, so it just allows you to have a really nice light feel, but then in the end, that translates into just a ton of power.
Right on.
Yep.
Well, thank you, Dave.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you guys joining us.